Good morning, happy Saturday as I am filming this. This morning I thought we could spend a little bit of my day together because today I am doing a half simulation for my next HYROX, which is next month. Oh my gosh, I've not said that out loud. I was gonna say April, but April is next month as I'm filming this. So yeah, it is coming around so quickly, but I thought I would take you along with what I do before my half sim to make sure I feel as good as possible. And yeah, just show you a little bit of what I get up to on a Saturday morning / lunchtime. If you're new here, my name is Georgia and I'm a women's online health and fitness coach. I work with high performing women who are ready to step into their ultimate confidence across all areas of their lives and create a plan that helps them not only drop 5 to 10 kilos, tone up, but also build a lifestyle that actually works around them. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back for another video. So my next HYROX is coming up, as I said, next month in April. My best friend and I are actually doing a women's doubles. This is going to be the first time that I've done women's doubles because I've only ever done mixed doubles. And I'm actually so excited because it means that the weights are going to be lighter because we're in the open division, not the pro. So I'm definitely relieved about that, and it'll also be her first time competing, so I wanted to make sure that we definitely got in a half sim and a full sim to basically make her feel like she was ready, confident going into the whole process, but also as well to give us an opportunity to train together because ultimately we do train separately from day to day, and when you are doing doubles it is helpful to have that practice together to see where each other's strengths and weaknesses lie. This HYROX prep has definitely been a little bit different to my last two because I won't lie, my body is not 100% at the moment. I have been struggling with some problems with my knee and also my neck, which I am receiving ongoing treatment for with my chiropractor, and they are definitely improving, but it also does mean that it hasn't been smooth sailing with regards to my training, and I'm actually not doing half as much running as I was at this point in prep for my last two HYROX races. But as always with any injuries, it's very much about trusting the process and building things up gradually to make sure that anything does not flare up. And so far, touch wood, we're in a really good spot. And this week my body is feeling better than ever. I must admit, I feel like the last couple of weeks I've really turned a corner with regards to like how I'm feeling physically, which I'm so grateful for. And the good thing is I have been able to train throughout this whole process. It's just very much been adapted, and my coach is absolutely fantastic at making sure that we're not pushing too hard and we're not aggravating anything, and we're very much working in alignment with my body, but equally making sure that I go into a place where I'm still confident going into this race. So today is going to be our first time doing a simulation together. It is only a half sim. I say only, it's still half a HYROX that I need to complete before this Saturday is up. But in comparison to a full sim, it feels a lot more inviting. And for my last HYROX, I also did a half sim and a full sim, but I did them completely on my own. So the fact that I know that I've got my friend there today just for a little bit of company and sanity is already a really inviting thought. So yeah, I must admit, I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling fairly energized. I don't love training in the afternoon, but it's just the only time that worked for us both, and we know that the gym will be quieter at that point, so it's more of a then or never type situation, but equally we don't know what time we're racing yet, we won't until nearer the time, so it is beneficial to be training at different times of day from time to time, because normally I will train either early in the morning or like midway through the morning, sometimes early afternoon, but that's more of a rare occurrence. But anyway, so far this morning I have had such a chilled morning. It's honestly been really nice, and I'll be completely honest, so needed. This is actually my first proper day off in nearly 2 weeks, which, disclaimer, is not normal for me. I do usually make sure I have ideally at least 1 day off per week, but just with the way that my life has fallen the last couple of weeks, it has meant that I've had a lot on, and most of my weekends have very much been 1 day weekends leading up to that. So the fact that I have a day off today, I feel really grateful for, and in all honesty, I almost haven't known what to do with myself. By this point it's 11:30, and yeah, it just feels really bizarre that I'm not already either teaching or sat at my laptop, so I'm very grateful for that. So I've had a really nice slow morning. Things that are absolute non-negotiables for me on a day like this where I do have a more intense training session are, number one, making sure that I am fueling my body. So far I've had one meal today. I literally ate not too long ago. I had my classic weekend breakfast, which was eggs and avocado on toast. And then I am gonna have another pre-workout meal, which will probably be a bowl of cereal. So I'll show you guys that in a little bit before I leave. And then the second thing is making sure that I am hydrated. I learnt this the hard way when I was prepping for my half marathon last year, where I used to get towards the end of long runs and all of a sudden get really, really cold. And I have actually since learned that that is because I was not properly hydrated beforehand. And even at that point, I wasn't really utilising things like electrolytes. So now going through a couple of HYROX preps and utilising things like that, I've really, really noticed a difference. So far, I've had 3 of these, which is roughly 1.5 litres, and I'll have at least another one before I leave around 1 o'clock. And I'm also going to have some electrolytes as well. So I'll make sure I show you guys those and the ones that I have, because they honestly taste so good. They feel like a treat. I may also take some electrolytes to sip on like throughout our session or at the end of our session as well, because I know it is going to be a sweaty one. But other than that, my plan for this morning is honestly nothing and just chilling out. I've actually started, or I'm about to start, a new book. And the book I've got on my Kindle is this one. It's called The Chimp Paradox: Mind Management Program for Confidence, Success and Happiness. I very much am a self-help book reader. I don't really read stories. I just like to learn when I read, and I just genuinely find stuff about the mind so fascinating. And the more I learn about stuff like this, the more I can also pass on to my clients. So it's a double win there. So I'm going to sit and read for a little bit. I'll check in with you guys in a while. I'm probably going to do some stretching and some foam rolling before I go, just because I'm under strict instructions from my chiropractor on where I'm holding a lot of tension at the moment, which is causing these issues that I mentioned earlier with my neck and also with my knee. So I want to make sure that I do some foam rolling before I go, and also have a little bit of a stretch and a warm up. Obviously when we get there, we will stretch, warm up, set everything up. I probably won't be able to film a huge amount of the actual session, just because we are there to get it done in a good time, and I don't want to have to be moving a tripod around during. But I'll obviously come and chat to you guys over the next couple of hours, show you what I'm getting up to make sure I'm prepped, feeling good and ready to go and nice and fueled. And then I will check in with you guys afterwards and let you know how we have got on. So yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna start my book, sit and chill for a little bit, and I'll check in with you guys when I have my pre-workout meal. Okay, it's pre-workout snack time. I was actually chatting to my client about having cereal before workouts. I personally love it because I don't eat cereal, like I wouldn't have this for my breakfast because it doesn't give me what I need out of a breakfast. But for a quick hit of carbs, pre-workout, delicious and practical. So I think, yes, 40 grams is what I'm gonna have, and then I'm gonna have some coconut milk with it. Keep it nice and simple. I also feel like as we're getting closer to the half sim, I do feel a bit nervous. Just because I know it's gonna be a painful experience, really. But as I always remind myself, pain is always temporary. And if you've watched my videos for a while, you will know that coconut milk is always the milk of choice. Rude Health is personally my favourite, just because ingredient wise there's no rubbish in it, which with some of the other brands of milks you can get. I just really don't like cow's milk. When I was a child, I was dairy free for quite a long time, which just meant that I suppose got used to the taste of milk alternatives. So then when I went back to gradually introducing dairy, normal milk just tasted horrendous to me, and yeah, I've just never really looked back. So I am able to have dairy now, but I just have it in smaller quantities, and I'll have things like Greek yogurt and stuff instead. So this is my bowl of shreddies ready to go. I'm going to eat this and then probably do some foam rolling and stretching that I mentioned earlier. It's also crazy looking at this bowl thinking that for some people this is a breakfast. Because when I look at this, I know that I'm not getting much protein, I'm not getting any sources of like good fats. Yes, I'm getting some carbs in, but not really like long-term slow releasing carbohydrates. So yeah, if you eat things like this, it's no wonder that you feel hungry a couple of hours later. But anyway, I'm gonna go eat this now, and yeah, I'll check in with you guys in a minute and we'll do some foam rolling and stretching together. And we are armed with my foam roller. Key areas that I'm supposed to foam roll are my calves, down the outside of my front, the front of my shin, and then my upper and middle back. So yeah, I'm gonna do some foam rolling for a little bit, just to make sure my body feels as good as possible. Obviously we'll warm up once we get there. I just want to be extra prepared, and I want to be able to enjoy the challenge rather than be in discomfort, and I suppose that's what these extra little things are going to help with. I don't know what it is, but I honestly feel like mobility work makes my body feel so good, and this is why it's a massive thing that I instill with my clients, because so many people just don't stretch or don't stretch enough. And considering I've been stationary most of the morning, I've got some steps done, but generally I've been sat chilling out on the sofa just to have a gentle stretch and a foam roll. I already feel 10:10, but I'm going to leave in a second. I'm leaving quite early because I also need to get some petrol. But I want to talk about a couple of things quickly before I leave. The first thing is this stuff. Now, this is basically anti-chafe balm. I probably don't really need it for today because I'm only collectively running 4 kilometers. But when I first started running in shorts, I literally couldn't even run like a 5k without the chafe just being absolutely horrendous. And it is the most uncomfortable thing ever. If you have ever experienced this, you will understand. So yeah, this stuff, I literally just got it off Amazon. It's not expensive and it just makes your life so much easier. So I'll put it on my legs. If I do longer runs, sometimes I'll put it on like my upper arm area so my running vest doesn't rub if I have longer runs. But honestly, it just makes the world of difference because you just don't have to worry about things like that, which when you're exercising you shouldn't have to worry. So I wanted to talk about that. And second of all, I know I'd mentioned the electrolytes that I have. Today we have got these ones. Don't know if that's in focus. Yes, we have these ones. This is tropical flavour. I've literally just popped them into my cup, and I've also got just regular water as well. So we are double parked for this session because the last thing I want to be doing is being thirsty. I probably won't drink much during the sim, but I will definitely sip on these electrolytes on the way home, and it's always just good to have a backup just in case. So yeah, I'm going to chuck these in my gym bag and then I am basically ready to go. Gym bag is packed, trainers are ready, water is ready. I am going to take my headphones, but I don't know if I'll use them just because I've not trained at this gym before, so I don't know what the music's like. But we've got all black on today. If you do this kind of training, you'll know that wearing colour is just not a thing. You have to wear black to hide the sweat. So yeah, we are all ready to go. I'm going to jump in the car, drive over, meet my friend, do this half sim. I may or may not do some filming while I'm out, but I'm going to leave my camera here, so anything I do film, I'll film on my phone and then I will check in with you guys afterwards. Right now I'm feeling good, but anyone who does any sort of training like this knows that you just never know how you're going to feel in the moment. Sometimes you have the most amazing session and it feels great, and sometimes it feels like hell on earth, and I feel like I'm prepared for either eventuality or hopefully somewhere in the middle. So yeah, I'll give you guys a little bit of a debrief after, and I will chat to you post half sim probably. I am officially home and the half sim is complete. I've done nearly like 13,000 steps today and I'm actually off out. I'm in normal clothes, which is such a rare occasion. So a very quick update. In short, it felt really good. Body felt good, neck felt good, knees felt good, no major red flags. It's definitely given us some things to work on from like a logistics perspective with how we'll split our actual race, which we'll practice more when we do our full sim as well. But overall, really, really good experience. And yeah, I feel so good. I'm definitely on the post-exercise high right now, I think. I've also had my electrolytes and I've actually got a Clear Whey protein shake in here now. I was planning on making myself a bowl of protein oats before I head out to meet a couple of friends for a drink, but I'm actually going to get some food whilst I'm out because I didn't have time to have my oats, so hence I'm having my protein shake just to get some protein in post-workout. So yeah, overall I would say preparation-wise, everything definitely helped how I felt during, and I feel like I'm happy with where my fitness is at, considering we still have probably about a month or so to go until the race. So yeah, we're in a very, very good spot, I would say. But I hope you guys found this video interesting, seeing what I do in preparation for a little bit more of an intense session. And as always, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.